Hello everyone and welcome back to more Tower Dominion. So, we're jumping back in again, and as you remember from last time, we unlocked the four-way attack. Attack directions. Now, what I'm thinking about, I've been having to ponder out how we might be able to beat this, is we really need to make the HQ really strong. So to do that, what I'm thinking is taking this guy, because he starts with 5 mirror doors, and they can buff your HQ. So if I buff up my HQ, this HQ is also quite good at shooting. We might be able to do it. So we're going to give it a go with Warden Gerhard, and we're going to see if we can pull this off. Because I don't think any of these other guys have got more health. That's pretty good. Oh, he could be good though. I was thinking about him because of the mirror doors that buff it, but he's got an extra turret on the HQ. Let's go with him for the extra gun, and it also increases the damage of the HQ each wave as well. I hadn't thought of him, but that's not a bad idea, so we're going to try it with him. Let's give this a go. Okay. Immediately this is a problem, because it's going to immediately cause problems for placement, but let's just do that for now. We're going to want to get them, and then we will eventually want them as well. And then these guys can buff up the range of this. So let's do that. Straight away, pretty good. Let's have a look what we want here. We kind of want to get as much supply as possible, just because we can work towards getting 1,500 we need for these as quickly as possible. So let's do that. Okay. Oh, an advanced mirror door. That actually works in our favour quite well. Buildings adjacent to 4 other buildings gain 20% damage. Oh, advanced mirror door's nice, but basically this, I can use a scout hideout to activate neutral buildings, great, but this means that if I put 4 mirror doors around the HQ gets 20% more damage. I'm going to take that. Right. I could just immediately close that off, but that's less fun. So let's just do this instead. And we're going to keep saving, I think. Oh, we have this now. I'll go away. What's this one do? 5 recon production, so I do kind of want to get that. If I put this next to that, it'll give us recon as well, but we need to save a bit more recon before we can do that. That's okay. I need to do something about this entrance and these two, because they're a bit close to the old base. Okay for now, but as it gets busier, it's going to be a problem. Right, more discovery, more neutral buildings, that could be nice, and we get the supplies. Let's go for that. Halfway towards what we need for this. Oh, neutral building gain 50%. That's nice. I'm going to be activating a lot of those. Platforms, but I just need the supplies, so I'm going to go for that for now. Straight off the bat. I kind of wanted to bring this into here and then have one way, so I know we're meant to be saving up, but I'm going to re-roll this. That's a lot better because I can do that. Takes this down from Battlefronts 3 to 4, but I'm okay with that. We can wait. Basically, we get a certain number of enemies and they get split amongst all the entrances. So this just means more enemies are going to come from this way than this way, because there's only one entrance on each of these. That's effectively what that means. This is adjacent buildings gain more range and damage. Sure. Not my concern right now, but we're getting there. Little bit of damage taken this time, nothing too bad though. On threat building, nah. Let's just do the mirror door on the supply, and then we can buy the Durndal turrets, which is what we wanted. Perfect. Sweet. Okay, right. Don't really care about frontline trenches. A Puma might be nice, and the supply again, so I can start putting Miradors down. Not really bothered about any of these just at the moment, so let's go with that one. And then we've got a straight piece to put down, so let's put that just there. Make this longer, gives us longer to deal with the threats. And then I'm going to pop a Mirador down here. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to go that, so these two, because they're cheap, and then we're going to get close support, so it's near the HQ, it'll give 30% HP, 15% damage, and 5% repair to the HQ. I can just surround the HQ with those. It just means that this is going to be buffed a lot, which is exactly what we want. I need to get this further away, it's too close. Upgrade costs are reduced by a bit this way. I don't really have enough upgrades to be going with at the minute, so I'm not really thinking about that. That's quite nice because we have the increased discovery, but no, Mirador and supply. We need Miradors, we need supply. Perfect. Let's do that, and then we can save 350 for that. We want to get this down at some point as well. But you know, I'm going to put that down now to activate that for the recon production, get it going. The reason I wanted to get that down, let's do this first. Mirador turned out. Let's do another Mirador. The reason I wanted to get that down is because I can go there. This can buff recon production, great. That can be all right, but it's this that I want. Is the underground train. So all HQ weapons gain a 50% fire rate. +1 range per Battlefront, so 3 extra range and extra HP and repair. So it's just, that is fantastic. We want to get that going as soon as we can. Because we're on wave 9, so we're coming up on a third of the way through. Things are going to get spicy soon. We need to start getting down some upgrades sooner rather than later. We're going to have a lot of these, so that's nice, just so much HP, but this Omega Axiom's rubbish because we're going to have multiple Miradors, so we don't need that. This, however, 10% damage rate of fire and real speed for Miradors is going to be really important because we're going to have a lot of Miradors, so we're going to need that. We can nearly afford this, so that's great. Send the wave. So that's now buffed this. We've got close support. Go for the negotiation skills, that sounds good. Right, let's do... Do I want to close that off? That'll make Battlefronts. There'll still be 3. There will be less entry points, but Battlefronts will be 3, so that's fine, because some of them will go around that way, and then we can start worrying about it. Okay, that's good, let's do that. Send. Nice. Yeah, first batch, 400 supplies straight off the bat, perfect. Let's get that because it's cheaper. I will take a light mortar. I will take a sturdy bunker. And I will take another Puma. Light mortar is because here I'm thinking I might be able to put it down and get some work out of it, which is great. So we need to save up 1100 for that. We're not a million miles away, so let's keep saving for that for now. Get that buff going sooner rather than later. Ooh. please. Let's do that, I think. What's this one? 40 supply production. Need to get that going. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that now straight away, just to get that going, because more supply, more good. I think so far we're doing alright, so... Bit of damage getting through, because there's more enemies coming from this way now. But we'll heal that, so that's no problem. Not worried about that. Let's speed up the waves, I think. Frontline trench. I will take a frontline trench because it can be useful to buff my lads, and this is a big long stretch, so maybe we might build that eventually. Let's build underground train for now. So this is now kicking out some real damage because we've got plus 15% damage from that. Got plus 15% rate of fire, so plus 50% rate of fire, plus 1 range per Battlefront. So this look how much range this is now covering versus compared to before when it was like in here. So that's really good. So we can just our guns are now way more effective because they can shoot from much further away. Nice, perfect. Supply, please, and a mirror door. We will put you there just to give us a bit of distance. What's this one do? All buildings gain 10% damage against air. Ooh, that's nice. But we are going to, first of all, put down another mirror door. Just pop it there. And then we're getting close to another one of them. HQ for the headquarters is now getting bananas, which is perfect. Get this up. Love it. Ooh, minus 7% building costs per Battlefront. That brings it down by, what, 21%? That's pretty good. However, I do like just having 450 supply straight away. Long term, that could be nice. Ooh. I don't need the injection of cash right now. Yeah, and that brings those down by 42 per thing, so that's kind of perfect. And then we can get that. So this has now got 2 close supports. Perfect. Lovely stuff. Ooh, air command. Each building adjacent to at least one of the building gains 5% fire rate. That's going to increase the fire rate of all of my mirror doors. This would be nice, but that's probably going to pop up again. It usually does. So I'm going to go with this because I also want to check out the air command. Just purely because I've not done it yet. Probably shouldn't be trying out something new on trying to complete the 4-way for the first time, but here we are. Let's do that. I'll spread some of the load over here a bit, which is kind of perfect. And then I'm going to put a mirror door here. Do that and save up for that. Slow it down again and make sure I've not messed up by putting that there. I think we're alright. Just the sheer amount of firepower this is kicking out is bananas. Do that, that's now got 3 of them. I guess tier 2 doctrines, still the one I really care about, so let's do that. And then let's build another mirror door. Let's pop it here, up on that higher ground. Wave 18. So far this is working, which is good. Let's see if we can keep up the momentum with it. I need to place one of these. What have we got? A corner piece. Let's just put that going up there. What do you? 15 supply production per adjacent building. Not really got the resources to be chucking down random buildings just yet. That'd be nice, the shield breaker. Meh. Okay, right, let's do you and then you. And then let's pop down another mirror door over here. So this has now got 4 of those, so it's getting so much extra stuff. It's what, 4 times 50, getting 60% more damage. Which is just lovely. Nice, nice. Ooh, HQ gains detection. Yes, please. I don't know if I'm going to end up with invisible guys or not, because we don't know what threats are coming up, but if we do, the HQ can now shoot them. That is perfect. Do that for another one of them. Let's pop another mirror door down. Let's put it there. And do that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about to be 6. Okay, they are getting in a little bit now. Let's slow it down for the next wave so I can check where and I can do something about it. Mirror door costs down, nice. Recon would be good though. Let's do... I'm probably going to use the electric arc cannon, but the mirror door costs being down so I can upgrade them faster would be nice. I need to place another one of these. Spread the load out again. So we've got 2 entry points there, 2 entry points there, and 2 entry points here. So it should evenly split the enemies between the 3 battlefronts we've got, which is kind of perfect. Let's do that for another one of them. So that's now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 15 extra. And we don't currently have any more mirror doors, so we need to think about alternative ways to defend this area. Could do one of them there, wouldn't be awful. Could do one of them there, that also wouldn't be awful. That would be awful. Ooh, we could just do that actually, because then it also activates this guy for the supply production. Do that one. That one. I'm probably going to put another thing next to it. In a minute. Send. Okay, not a lot happens, and then as soon as they get into this kill range, that's it. Rate of fire, reload speed, yes please. And it makes this guy cheaper as well, so let's upgrade him. Get 2 extra range, let's go more damage. More damage per neutral building, yep, perfect. And then this guy, more guns, great. We're not adjacent to the HQ, but we can build one of these adjacent to the HQ. It just gives it 10% HP and damage, double if it's adjacent. So we can do that now. We can also put one adjacent to it and do it then as well. It'll just give us those extra buffs of 20% more damage, which is nice. Speed up. We do need to be watching out for more mirror doors as well. Okay, so this is going well so far. Yeah, sure, recon. Right, we've got a corner piece. Let's do that, I guess. That'll activate this as well, which is perfect. That, and then we can save up for that. That's gone quite well. Let's put you up on this platform up there. Okay. Now, this isn't awful because we've got so much health on the HQ and so much healing on the HQ, we will immediately heal it. Got 6 entry points, 2% is 12% more damage. That's not awful. Or do we just go for straight supply? Let's go straight supply, I think. We can afford to take the 15% reduction in HQ health. That's fine. Let's do you and then you. Okay, so this is going well. This is spicy. They're not getting in, but they're getting close. What can we do here? Upgrade cost reduced, Imperial Barracks, damage and rate of fire. I've just built a bunch of those. Let's go for that one. I need to place a doodad. Let's do you. Don't mind having reduced range. You can still hit the 2 bits I want you to hit, so that's fine. And let's do that one. Oh dear, this is getting spicy, stuff's getting in. Right, so we're going to have to start building some more big guns, because we're only on wave 25. That was bad. Okay, right, we need to up our game here. 10% more HP and some supply, 20% supply production. 20% supply production. What does this guy do? There is no... Oh, that's got adjacent, but... Let's do smoke signal. Now we can direct bombers. Don't know what that means. I don't know how this guy works, so this is a learning curve for all of us. Right, I do want to start buffing some damage out here. More guns, solid foundations. I'm going to put another mortar there. Okay, so that's pretty good. I don't know how long they do that for, but that's good bombing. Building doctrines could be nice. Mirador, though, we need a Mirador. Let's have another Mirador. I need to place a corner bit. Let's have another Mirador, and then do that, that, and that. We need to spend our money because we've got a lot of it right now. It's got 366 coming in a time, which is great. Let's do that because this is still getting quite spicy. So let's do that for more damage. Okay, 20% infantry HQ, meh. Recon, the platform, let's do recon. Right, let's do more damage and more damage. That could actually be pretty good here, you know. Build you there, and then we can worry about grading you. Bomber's quite nice. Ooh, nice. Supply and reduce the cost of that thing. Nice. This is one of these lads. We are going to do that. It's going to put more enemies over this side, which is less than ideal. But if we then activate this shield breaker, and then do damage, 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 perfect. And then let's get this guy. That guy. Adjacent buildings deal 30%. Meh. Adjacent buildings deal 50% damage to air units. HQ. No, we don't want that. More range. +4 range per battlefront. Sweet. Let's do that. That's just zapping everywhere now. That's kind of perfect. And then we are going to put down another one of these, and we're going to put that there. Make sure we're spending our money. Wave 29. Okay. Okie dokie. This is pretty solid. We're doing alright. And we've got weapons and money to be spending. We only have one of those positions, so we'll take that straight off the bat. Lovely. This is going to do more damage. We're not really doing infantry, so let's just do this because we do have the recon to spend. So we can do that. You're fully upgraded, you're fully upgraded, you're fully upgraded. Let's activate... Which one are you again? You are air unit damage. Kind of want to also use my big gun here. Where can we put this that will activate something useful? What's this one? So that's adjacent buildings have range and damage. There's no way I can fit that in there, so that's pointless. They're already activated. You are 75 damage. Upgrades cost more. It would deal with this area quite nicely, but I would need a couple more platforms before I could do that. Let's just activate this with a Puma for now. Damage, damage, range and damage. And then you can come here. More damage. Don't want to reduce their rate of fire, so do that. So it's adjacent claymores and pumas gain range. I can just put down some pumas, that's fine if I get some. Adjacent buildings gain -1 range, short damage for costs. Ooh. The things that it's next to don't care about their range. So yeah, that's fine, because their range is still incredible. Oh, that's a big lad. Okay, we're handling our business so far. Do kind of want... I kind of want the supply, but also I want the platform. No supply. We can take the supply. That's fine. I kind of want to make this bit longer if we can. I am a bit worried about this side becoming a problem. Anyway, good to put you, is there? Go there, do you, do you, do you. Anything that comes that way gets blasted. We are kicking out a lot of damage. Ah, that's getting close. That's a lot closer than I'd like. Need to take these guys out. Because they split down into way more guys. Okay. Took a bit of hurt that time, but not too much. That's not too bad. Mirador. Immediately do that. And then I'm going to put one of these here as well. One of them. of them. More damage. Those bombers don't do as much damage as I'd hope against bigger units, which is what we're fighting a lot of right now. Oh, that's some damage. Wave 32. Getting in from this side and from this side. Oh, that's a lot of damage. We've got a lot of repair, but we can't keep taking hits like that. Right, bunker and recon. We've got 2,000 monies. We need to build something. I kind of want to make this have less, so let's put this over here. Ooh, what are you? Oh, 10 discovery. Well, I don't need discovery right now. I've got quite a lot of that already. I need to put this guy down. He needs to be doing some work for me, but the question is where? There's not awful. It gets the 2 areas, and then it just leaves the bottom one to worry about. I don't have time to wait for the platforms. More damage. Damage and range per battlefront. I've got 3. Yes, and then I'm just going to have to save up for that, which is fine. Yeah, so that's now... Oh, that is hitting everywhere now with that increase, so that's good. Okay, that's made quite a big difference, I'll take that. Oh, we just stopped them getting in. Just, so we are going to start thinking about buffing that side a bit. We have quite a few of them, well, a couple of them. But a decimation position could be fun. Let's go with a decimation position. And get you down. Where can I put you that would still have some use? Oh, I forgot how ridiculous the positioning for this guy is. Okay. He's just got really silly. Silly stuff. I might have to wait for... I'm going to have to wait for some platforms to deal with that. Okay, this little killing field in the bottom's doing quite well here. I'll take that. Got this wave and one more after it. We're not going to get enough platforms, so we might have to put this decimation position down in a not fantastic positioning. Oh, we're so close to be able to afford that upgrade. Zone command would be nice. Division relay. We'd need 4 platforms. We ain't getting 4 platforms. I am going to immediately upgrade that guy in a sec, though. Let me just build that. I'll upgrade this with this, because 300% damage is absolutely amazing. Don't know what the division relay does, I can't remember. I think it just shoots stuff. We'll worry about it in a second. Whoa, look at that guy! Right, this is the last wave. This is a lot of guys. We've got a lot of health. We can take a couple of hits. Oh, no, 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 no! Last wave! Come on, come on! Come on! No, we're dead, we're dead, we're dead, we're dead. There's no way. There's no way. Oh, have we done it? That is so close. Oh, that is, look at that, 697, so close. Whew, that was touch and go for a minute there, wasn't it? Oh, frontier mode. I don't know what that is. I'll have to look in a second. Ooh, plasma fence, nice. ammunition storage, neutral building, getting 5% damage per battlefront. Well, that's really good. Ooh, new hero. Start with a smoke signal, starts with an air command. Lovely. So you can potentially get up to 3 smoke signals then, because of the doctrine as well. That'd be nice. There's 3 lots of bombers going off everywhere. New lines of Ravelski one. For each entry point, buildings and troops gain 3% damage. Ooh, actually encourages you to do it. Wow, we repaired the HQ for 50,000 HP. That's pretty bananas. Cool. Well, that was that. That's sweet. I'm not going to go into endless mode because we barely survived this, so the next wave's just going to have us. But yeah, this has been some more lovely tower defense killy goodness. We love this game. It's really, really good fun. And yeah, do check out Tower Dominion. It's really good. It's my favourite tower defense game for a long, long, long time, and I would highly recommend it. Frontier mode, what's the difference between 35 waves? I don't know what Frontier mode is. I'll have to have a look that up. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, everyone. That has been super good fun. Be sure to give us a like, a share, a subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!